Welcome back to Philpott's Players Spotlight Series, where we highlight and celebrate one of our special coaches.
Let's meet Daniel, a player to a coach at the same court.
My name is Daniel Odemelum, and this summer I will be working at McGregor. I started playing tennis actually with Philpott's Children's Tennis when I was 7 or 8 years old, and it was at McGregor actually that I started with their programs. And since then, with the amount of fun I had, I decided to keep going on playing tennis for the rest of my life.
How did you learn about Philpott and get involved in the program?
I learned about Philpott through, I'd say, my parents and kind of them trying to get me involved in playing more sports, kind of being more active and making friends. And through that, I signed up at McGregor for Philpott's Children's Tennis Program. And since then, I've stayed involved with Philpott, and I'm now becoming a coach.
How was your experience with the leadership program?
My experience with the leadership program was honestly amazing. I really loved it. I made a lot of new friends, and I go out sometimes with them to the mall to go play games, play sports, things like that. And as well, I think it offered me a lot of knowledge that I could apply to my own game, as well as kind of help me understand what it really means to coach and how to interact with kids. Philpott helped me grow as a player by kind of giving me that love for tennis, showing me what it's like to really care about the kids you're teaching, and through that, the kindness and caring qualities that my instructors showed me when I was a kid, really lit that fire in me to keep playing tennis, and that kind of grew me as a player. And as a coach, the same thing applies, because being able to reflect on those experiences I had as a kid that made me love the sport as much as I do, I can apply the same things as a coach to make sure other kids love playing the sport and keep on going with Philpott.
What piece of advice would you give to any coach or players in the Philpott Leadership Program?
Advice I'd give to anybody in the TSLP is to kind of take it one step at a time. Take everything you learn and kind of try to apply it to yourself, because you also find yourself thinking about it a lot more. And by applying it to yourself and self-coaching, it will help you in the long run when it comes time to actually coaching somebody else, because you've already had that practice, and it kind of just makes it easier to transition into the real thing.
Last question, and this has been the toughest one so far. You ready for it?
Sure.
Okay. Who is your favorite coach?
I'd say for sure my favorite coach is Stefan. Just the energy he brings. He always has a smile on his face. He also is just really comedic at times, able to make kids laugh, even make us as people part of the TSLP laugh through the programs. I think just the ability for him to kind of seem really easygoing while maintaining that coaching presence and that coaching authority is what makes him my favorite coach.
We love Philpott!